Analyzing the balance sheet. Mimi's Boutique has current liabilities of $130,600, total cash of $100,720, notes and accounts receivable of $87,050, and an inventory of $57,000. Find the current ratio, round to the nearest hundredth. The current ratio is found by taking the current assets and dividing by the current liabilities. To solve this problem, we first want to find the current assets. That is the value that goes in the numerator, or the number that we're dividing. Current assets are assets that can quickly be converted into cash. These include cash, accounts receivable, notes receivable, and inventory. So we're going to take the values of cash, which was $100,720. Then add the notes and accounts receivable, which was $87,050. And then we're also going to add the amount of inventory, which was $57,000. When we add those three values together, we'll get the value of current assets. And since I'm completing the formula here, I'm just going to take the current liabilities and put it into the denominator. And the problem tells me that the current liabilities is $130,600. Now we're going to compute this answer by first adding all the values in the numerator position. 100,720 plus 87,050 plus 57,000 gives us a value of $244,770. Next, we're going to take that value and divide by $130,600. When you do that, we get a decimal of 1.874196018. And the problem tells us to round to the nearest hundredth, which means 2 decimal places. So we look at the 4. Since the 4 is less than 5, we leave the 7 as is. And our final answer is 1.87. That is the current ratio. The Cookie Hut has current liabilities of $104,450, total cash of $32,800, notes and accounts receivable of $44,750, and inventory valued at $35,900. Find the acid test ratio, round to the nearest hundredth. The acid test ratio is found by taking the liquid assets and dividing by the current liabilities. Liquid assets include all current assets except inventory. So we're going to find the liquid assets by just taking the total cash, which is $32,800, and adding it to the notes and accounts receivable, which is $44,750. Notice we will not include the value of the inventory because inventory is not included in the liquid assets. So we'll just add those two values together, and then we're going to divide by the current liabilities, which is $104,450. $32,800 plus $44,750 gives us a value of $77,550. When we divide, we get a decimal of 0.7424605074. And we want to round to 2 decimal places. So we'll look at the 2. The 2 is less than 5, so we'll just leave the 4 as is. And our acid test ratio is 0.74. Owner's equity at Bart's Honey Biz was $38,400 at the beginning of the year and $51,480 at the end of the year. Find the average owner's equity. The average owner's equity is found by taking the owner's equity at the beginning of the year, adding it to the owner's equity at the end of the year, and then dividing by 2. So first we'll take the owner's equity at the beginning of the year, which was $38,400. We're going to add $51,480, and that value is the owner's equity at the end of the year. Once we add those two values together, we'll divide by 2. So those two values added together gives us $89,880. When we divide by 2, we get an average owner's equity of $44,940. A company had owner's equity of $3,300,000 at the beginning of the year and $3,800,780 at the end of the year. Net income after taxes for the year was $715,500. Find the ratio of net income after taxes to average owner's equity. Round to the nearest tenth of a percent. The ratio of net income after taxes to average owner's equity is found by taking the net income after taxes and dividing by the average owner's equity. To use this formula, we first want to find the average owner's equity. To do that, we're just going to take the owner's equity at the beginning of the year, which was $3,300,000. Then we'll add it to the owner's equity at the end of the year, which was $3,800,780, and then divide by 2. When we add those two values together, we get $7,100,780. And when we divide by 2, we get an average owner's equity of $3,550,390. So we're going to take this value and plug it into the denominator to find the ratio of net income after taxes to average owner's equity. The problem tells us that net income after taxes is $715,500. So we'll plug that into our numerator. Then the average owner's equity was found to be $3,550,390. We're going to take those two values and divide. When we do that, we get a decimal of 0.2015271,562. And the problem tells us that we want to round to the nearest tenth of a percent. Since it's going to be a percent, we need to multiply this decimal by 100, which moves the decimal point 2 places to the right. So we have 20.15271,562. And then we want to round to the nearest tenth, which is 1 decimal place. We look at the 5. Since 5 is a 5 or greater, we're going to round the 1 up to a 2. So our answer is 20.2%.